AITA for walking out of my son's kindergarten play because my wife wouldn't shut up? Today, my 32 meters, son's 5 meters, kindergarten had a little play. It was a short story involving a bunch of bunnies, giraffes, and sheep. My son, Kevin, was one of the giraffes. I was looking forward to it all week, but I was also anxious because my wife, Claire, 31F, tends to get very bad when we're in front of other people. She'll often become aggressive, short-tempered, and will be incredibly rude towards me. I think she does it performatively because she thinks it makes her look cool. Anyway, Claire and I arrived early to get front row seats in their small auditorium. First, as we waited, Claire began by putting her bag and other belongings on the 2 seats next to her. I had to get her to put them under her chair because other people might want to sit there. She accosted me because, of course I know that. I was going to move them when it got crowded. Then she began setting up a camera on a tripod on top of the seat, which would have obstructed the view of anyone else behind us. Luckily, one of the teachers there asked her nicely to take it down. Unfortunately, this put Claire in a foul mood, and I knew she would be taking it out on me eventually. The performance started, and our son did a great job. But he had a little giraffe hat on with a cord to go under his chin, and he put the cord in his mouth during the play. Claire would simply not shut up about this. As all the parents took videos, she was constantly saying things like, "I told him not to chew on it," and "Kevin, take the cord out of your mouth." I could tell other parents were getting irritated with her because her voice was getting on their video of their children. I lightly suggested in a whisper, "Hey, other people are taking videos. I don't think Kevin can hear you anyway." Claire did not take this well. She began loudly ranting to herself. She would repeat things like, "God, I want him to shut the fuck up," and mock my voice with, "Kevin can't hear you." Over time she gradually got louder and louder. Finally, when I was pretty sure Kevin's part in the play was done, I stood up and walked out. I waited in the car. Claire and Kevin came out about 20 minutes later. She opened the door and immediately began tearing into her about abandoning her and Kevin. When I responded that she was embarrassing me, she began sulking and ranting about how she's such an embarrassment to her family. I don't know what I could have done better. Should I have handled this differently? I think she craves for attention. Any kind will do. Wife is gonna ruin every moment of the kid's life and take op down with her. His wife likes attention on her, and imagine graduation and wedding, oof. NTA. Why are you married to such a foul human being? She sounds like such a miserable person to be around. I am surprised the principal didn't ask your wife to be quiet. Or other parents. NTA, even if you hadn't mentioned about the bag she probably would have complained, right? This does look like the abuse cycle. If things don't go her way, you get abused. Maybe you could have said, "It seemed like you were irritated at me, so you kept making comments such were disturbing other people, so I removed myself so that the other parents would not be annoyed." She is such an embarrassment to herself. Your wife comes across as abusive. Does she turn this behavior on your kid too? If so, you need to protect him and yourself. Why are you remaining married to this absolute nightmare of a wife? The entitlement is only overshadowed by her abusive behavior. Don't stay for your kid that jacks kids up because they're more intuitive than we give them credit for. NTA, but your wife is something else.